My name is Joshua. I was born in Puerto Rico in this little hospital in Valle. At least 6 months later, I came to Springfield. I like to think I lived a pretty standard life as a kid as far as Springfield goes. Don't get me wrong, I've been through my fair share of hurdles, but just like every other person, we move forward.
My name is Michael Aloisi. I'm a video production teacher here at Central High School. I teach multiple levels of filmmaking, basically teaching students how to make movies from start to finish. When I first met Josh, he was just like any of my other students. They're kind of blank slates to me, to where, you know, I don't know anything about them. I have to meet them and see what their interests are and what kind of student they are. But Josh quickly showed that he had a very strong passion and interest in filmmaking and editing. Josh has grown tremendously since his freshman year. I mean, he went from a regular student that I had to now he's my go-to student, to where anytime I have something I have to make a project for the school or we have to document or record something, he's a student that I'm going to instantly to ask him to work on something. I know I can trust him with everything. And he's literally almost professional level within freshman year to senior year. He's literally doing professional grade videos.
Are there any projects that Josh has worked on in particular that stand out to you?
No, I didn't really like any of them. Josh always does really quality work, and he does some awesome stuff for us and for himself. But some of the things that really stand out for me is during COVID, he made some short films for class, which was a project that he kind of really excelled at because he wasn't confined to being in a school setting. He was on vacation and he got to film a really cool movie called Candy Motel, and it allowed him to have locations and other actors and stuff like that, and that's one of my favorites that he did. One of the biggest qualities that Josh has that will help him succeed is passion.
The developmental years of a person's life are really crucial to the emotional and creative growth that person will have further on down the line. And I know, those are some big words right there, but hear me out. Although I did spend a lot of time playing outside with a ton of friends, I also spent a bunch of time consumed for the better half of my childhood on the technology that was up and coming. Watching TV as much as I can while playing with the Wii, PSP, and DS. Now, I don't know how many of you had those as a kid, but let me tell you, like, those were I can't even say the words I want to say right now, because like those consoles, those pieces of technology hold my heart. Like they got it. Anyways, I was given a lot as a kid, but behind all those happy smiles was a world full of sacrifice. My mother had my older sister in 1999 at the age of 16. She later had me at 21. I'd go deeper for the sake of continuity and all that good stuff, but time is of the essence, so I won't talk too much about the things my mom went through. To make a long story short, this woman is stronger than I'll ever be. She is one of the smartest and most organized people I know. She did so much as a mother, constantly making ends meet, trying to keep her children in the nicest clothes, having these elaborate and fun parties every time one of our birthdays rolled around. She did it all to make sure we had no complaints. And to that, I say thank you. She has been a huge inspiration in what I do. She constantly reminds me of how talented she thinks I am and how she sees me being very successful and always giving me the best compliment you can possibly give me. You turned out just like me.
My name's Kev. I'm very, very, very good friends with Josh. I play football here at Springfield Central, and next year I'll be attending University of Maine and do the same thing there. It was in 7th grade. We played on a soy basketball team. First, I went there with my friend Javinel just to do it for fun, and then once I got there, like I met a couple people, but like person that stuck out with me from then to now is you, of course, Josh. So we was just playing for fun. Like we didn't really care. We won a lot. I'm pretty sure we lost every game. We was just doing anything. But it was fun, and it led to this great relationship that me and Josh have. Freshman year, we had pre-AP bio together. So going from out of school basketball to school, I got to see him every day. Like in basketball, we only see him whatever day we have practice in the game. So that's probably like 2 to 3 days a week. But in school, I get to see him 5 times a day. And so getting really to know like and learn like his intelligence like from such a young age, and from then to now it's crazy. So like having class with him, he'll always like teach me stuff. Like I ask him a question, we'll laugh and giggle about anything, and it's always just a great vibe. And never had no arguments. Everything just been cool and subtle. My guy. COVID year, sophomore, because he was making music. He was making, like, once he started telling me that he was making his own like album covers, I was like, whoa. Like most of the time, other people pay other people to do things like that, but he's really dedicated to doing like his own thing. So like just his grind is crazy. And then just from there to now, like every day, like he knows this. Like I tell him all the time, like you're the most like intelligent person I know. Like you're multi-talented, and I tell him that all the time. It's crazy. He could go as far as he wants with it, because he's so talented now. It's like if he's this talented now, and once he really gets the $100,000 equipment, however much, like it's gonna be crazy. He's gonna be top of the billboards of everything he do, music wise, video production wise, film wise, editing wise. Like he can do it all. So it's crazy.
I've been making videos for as long as I can remember. Not in the traditional, I want to be a YouTuber way, but I do have very vivid memories of my older sister Kim and I making fake tutorial videos to a non-existent camera that somehow floated in the air as we moved from place to place in our living room. As I grew up, I always found myself being very intrigued with the behind the scenes to every movie or show I watched at the time. Editing is not just a skill, it's an art form. It's the ability to make raw footage and transform it into a masterpiece that can captivate an audience. Now, before you go around saying, oh, you're a geek and this, that, and the third, you're right, but like, sheesh, let me have my moment. Anyways, let me introduce to you how I got into this art form. About a couple years ago, I'd say about 2018, I ran into an old friend of mine who was making music and constantly doing stuff on his own. He invited me over one day to make a song, and ever since then it kind of stuck with me. I mention this because it's one of the first things I was really recognized for. I still make music till this day. It's a passion I'll carry for the rest of my life. It's important I bring my music up because it was the first time I applied my imagination to express myself outside of school. Once I reached high school, I saw I was enrolled in a video production class, which is kind of cool because I constantly made little skits and was always editing photos that I'd post on my social media, so I figured this class would be interesting. As time went on, I started to find ways to outdo my last projects. As Aloisi said, I had a ton of fun over quarantine. All I had was time. So over the last 4 years, I fought my way through hard situations and tough battles that have helped me learn more things about myself. School wasn't easy, but it's an experience I will never take for granted because I know all of the positives that have come from it. While all these things were going on in my life, I felt like video production not only became a form of expression for me, but it also became an escape. It's like the one thing where I felt I had control. Now, I plan on going to school for this stuff. Hopefully with what I know now, I'll be ahead of the curve. STCC has an amazing video production program. I plan on doing 2 years there. I'm not too sure if I want to go to a 4-year school after, but nonetheless, I will forever be grateful to those who have stuck by me and have helped me get this far. It means the world to be validated in a field I have so much passion for. I can't wait to be able to work on bigger projects and have more time to really perfect the art of the cut.
My name's Miss Gregorsevich, and I teach English here at Central. I've known Josh since August 2022, and he's a senior in my English 12 AP Lit class. The first video I really remember making a big impression on me was the hot chip challenge he did with his dad. I think he did it in the backyard, and it was the Pocky hot chip, and you made your dad do it. But what I loved about it is you were translating your father speaking while you were doing it, and it was kind of like hearing it in 2 different ways while you were having the challenge. And he got really spiced out, so it was hilarious. It was like even better than the show, better than the Hot One show. Josh has an ease with the camera. It's easy on him. It doesn't stress him out. He's a natural, and the way he is on camera is the way he is off. Another thing I think Josh has is vision. because he studies film, he's a student of film, and he studies YouTube videos. He knows how to construct. So in addition to being a natural, he's a visionary and a builder. I think it's a great career for him, and I'm happy to hear that he's continuing his studies at STCC. I know it's going to be opening up lots of doorways for him, and I'm excited to see what kind of films he puts together. This is only the very beginning. It's like seeing a burgeoning talent. I would say, don't lose sight of your vision. Keep enjoying what you're doing, studying film and creating your own. And I'm excited to see what you make in the future. I think this is just the first step, and this is the beginning of the story. So keep creating, keep sharing with us your vision, Josh.